Hi everyone, this is Cecil. Today is such a big day for us. You notice it says there Lamar Valley 8, northeast entrance 29 miles. Well, this will be the first time that we've been able to access the Lamar Valley itself, as well as go all the way to the northeast entrance in Silvergate and Crook City since June of this year. You'll recall that there were massive floods that destroyed part of the road between where we are now, which is at Tower Junction. Jen, you want to just turn around and have a look? So this is Tower Junction, and the road that we're going to be taking back towards the northeast entrance was partially destroyed when those huge floods occurred in June earlier this year, which is June 2022. So please come along with me for the ride, and I'm going to show you what the road looks like now.
One just came down to it. Nice.
Right here. Oh, that's awesome.
Post-feast jubilation.
Oh, yeah.
Hi again, everybody. We've made it as far as the turnoff to Slough Creek, which is just over there. And ahead of us on the road towards the northeast entrance is where they closed the road as a result of those floods that I mentioned earlier. We're now going to be passing that point and heading off into the Lamar Valley proper. And this over here, where you see those vault toilets, is the road to Slough Creek itself. That is the road closed sign, and we're now on a section of road that has been closed since the floods in June. Let's take a look together and we can see where the changes are. And here's the first real change that we see. There's a traffic light there, so presumably the road is one way. So here's the traffic light, once again, that they have put in. And we got lucky. It turned green just as we arrived. Look at those rocks over there. In the spring, they'd be covered with water. So it doesn't look like you'll be able to stop over here. Perhaps in the spring they'll get it open. But there are some wonderful views of the river. Pretty cool to sit there and eat a picnic lunch. But then you can say that about so many other places in Yellowstone. In case you didn't hear me mention it earlier, this is the first day that this section of the park has been open again since the floods in June. So I imagine there's going to be a lot of people coming up here to take a look. Can we see the sign here? Lamar Valley. So you come up this little ridge, drop down the other side, beautiful expanse of Lamar Valley starts to come into view. Just how gorgeous is that? It's kind of like welcoming an old friend back, a friend who you haven't seen for a long time. Goodness, it's been so long since we've been able to come up here. So far, there's no changes to the road. Here we go. This looks like where the road construction is and was taking place. Look at all that earth moving equipment over there. And here's another traffic light. And for those of you who are keeping score, this is right at Trout Lake. It's not bad. Wait time up to 1 minute. We can work with that. We can see cars coming through the other way. And there's the gate opening. And we're on our way. Clearly that hillside to our left has had to be reconstructed. Gosh, what a great job the Park Service and presumably the Federal Highway Commission, and I don't know who else was involved in getting this ready. What a great job they did. Section of road, for those of you who know the area, has had to be reconstructed. Now we're back on the old road, and all this gravel over here they must be using for the road construction. Oh, and look at Pebble Creek. That whole area is now closed off for road construction. Well, to park the vehicles and heavy equipment and whatnot. So, even the Soda Butte Creek picnic area has been taken over. Just went over a section of new road. Here's another one. So presumably this road's been replaced as well. I forgot to mention to you when we went over the other section, or I wasn't sufficiently observant. Oh, they've got the road to the Warm Creek picnic area closed as well. That's another of my favorite picnic areas in Yellowstone, right next to the creek. And this is some new pavement over here. The river down there. We're approaching the northeast entrance station. See the sign, Beartooth Highway closed. Closed when, Jen, on the 11th? Today's the 15th, closed 4 days ago, unfortunately. And the weather is still so good. Well, you guys, thank you for joining Jen and me on another one of our virtual Yellowstone tours. If you enjoyed what you saw, please consider subscribing to the channel and remember to give us a thumbs up as well. See you next time.